for a personal watercraft, a boat. A lot of people think a personal watercraft is just some little toy. It's not. It's an actual boat. It's just that, has its own classification of power vessel. But once the vessel is in good operating order, then it's really important to understand where you're going. A lot of people think when they're out on the water, the water, it's easier than driving a car. There's nothing to worry about. That's, no roads to follow. We can just go flying around. In New Jersey, we have a lot of issues with shallow water, a lot of spot sandbars, right? And the other issue is we don't have the benefit of watercolor to maybe show those as you approach, those spots. Like in Florida, for example, the saying is if it's brown, you'll run aground.
Mm-hmm.
If it's blue, sail on through, right? So in Jersey, the water and the mud is the exact same color. And I've seen, when it's dead calm, when the water's like glass and mud, you can't even see the difference. It looks like water still, and it's the mud, and then the water's right there. So it's really, the colors really don't make the bottom stand out. So you have to know before you go what you're getting yourself into. So you have to get somewhat familiar with looking at a nautical chart. So that's the official map terminology for use on the water. So you really, before you go, and you get free charts online at noaa.gov, NOAA.gov, or you can go on your phone. There's a couple of navigation apps you can get, and I'll go over all my apps at some point, maybe, that will help a lot of people with different things. But you need to see that, hey, if I put my boat in at this ramp, if you're going to be boating an area, you need to know that, hey, I can go this way and I'm not going to run aground, because we have a tide swing here too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people think if you go at a high tide, it's safer. Well, in some ways, yes, but I think it's actually safer to do a reconnaissance mission at dead low tide. So if you're going to be boating, say, in Ocean City, like we're going to be, you want to go out at dead low, maybe full moon or new moon, which is every 14-day difference there. And that's where the tide is more extreme. And then you can see all the trouble. It's amazing when they drain the bathtub, all the toys that show up. You're out there, riding around and say, oh my God, look at all that mud. Look at that. Oh my goodness, look at that. It's unbelievable. So that's really good advice, I would say.
That makes a lot of sense.
Go out at dead low tide, and I always say it's better to do it in someone else's boat the first time. You know what I'm saying? No, but you want to go out and look around and just see where everything is. And local knowledge is better than any chart. If you know that you shouldn't go there, or you've seen it before at low tide, that's where it really sinks in. To have to, interpret a chart and then apply that when you're out there running around is sometimes more difficult,